Welcome to a new episode of Third and Goal. The Ravens lost, and now I have to deal with this guy. Yes, we are back here at the table, Third and Goal. The Ravens, I said a lot of things last week, and God.
How you doing today, Gerald?
I'm fine, Jimmy. I'm fine.
How you doing? Let's talk to me.
I ain't got much to say.
Tell you what was going to. I told you what I was going to do. We came back on Tuesday, so let the embarrassment begin. Shout out to Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shay Sharp. Got my little victory cigar. Got my lap gum in here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm talking about me? I'm talking about me. When my Steelers win, I'm going to take them on camera. I had no shame in here. No shame. And the hen dog, too. What the hen dog? I'm on that brown licking them gummies, boy. Ooh. Look at these right here. These damn Ravens wings, baby. The damn rat birds got cooked. I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. With the sauce.
You said you're happy, right? You happy?
Woo-hoo. Okay. Look at all y'all.
Wow.
And I lick my fingers trifling. I told you I'm gonna show my ass today. Didn't I tell you? We gonna come in your house and beat that ass. Gonna talk stats. And John Brown,
come on.
3 catches, 17 yards.
Yep.
No running game.
Yep.
Joe Flacco deer in the headlights. AFC North lead.
Your wings are good, huh?
Wings are damn good because they Raven wings, baby. They Raven wings. That part of my fur coat, my hat free today, Gerald. I'm feeling the energy here, baby.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I mean,
Boy, I'm done. Light this joker up. I want to leave here. My boy Shannon Sharp. When Shay Sharp, this is cousin Jimmy. I gotta take the persona. I'm pimping out here. I'm gonna crack the hen dog in the car. We're gonna talk these Ravens.
Don't get pulled over in Animal County.
We're gonna talk these Ravens right now. What are your feelings on your team?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Baltimore's in a state of rebuilding. I mean, the fact John Harbaugh, at least at the point of recording, has a job is semi-surprising.
Well, hopefully the Steelers could take away 2 AFC North jobs since we already buried Hugh Jackson. We could take John Harbaugh out here too. Oh, we just cleaning house around here, Gerald.
I mean, it's still we got still a season, man. I mean, there's still season left.
I don't give a damn about your season. The season is over.
No, Brett.
It's over.
Shit,
4-5. Y'all still got to play Patty Mahomes. Y'all got the Bengals coming off the bye. That's more AFC North football.
Fair enough.
Chargers. You got some teams coming to town. We just going to test y'all. Can y'all rebound? Or you'll go 8-8 again.
There are certain things that we need to do. Obviously, clearly, the Ravens, I mean, for one, I'm going to be real with you. One thing that really pissed me off this week was Joe Flacco would have a hot hand moving down the field. I mean, we're going. All of a sudden, red zone, let's throw Lamar Jackson in.
Oh,
Who the fuck are you surprising?
I loved it.
We knew what he does.
Loved it.
He run the ball.
We rolled 9 in the box every time. He had 3 carries for 8 yards.
What were they thinking? I just don't understand. Like, what the hell were they thinking?
They weren't thinking at all. Harbaugh was reading his Denny's menu on the sideline, drawing up plays. The hell was he doing?
What was going on?
Is that Ravens tradition? You go to Denny's after a loss?
Well, you know, for me, after a Ravens loss, I'm going to plug right here for Wingman in Pasadena when they lose. Get my Ravens wings on and eat them at this table, baby.
They good? They good? They taste good?
Damn delicious. But here's what I'm going to say. Everything I predicted to Gerald last week happened. James Conner over 150 yards total. Did I not say that? Yeah. Y'all kept AB in check. He's still at a touchdown, but y'all kept him in check. We kept y'all off the field, had the defense on these heels, reeling. But what made it even worse is when Big Ben got creamed. And we thought he was dead. And y'all let the backup quarterback come in on 2nd and 20 and throw a 22-yard strike against y'all vaunted defense, Gerald.
I mean, I'm just going to be real. Across the board, it was a terrible performance with the Ravens, and it has been for a few weeks now. I don't know what's going to happen. Cleaning house? Is this Flacco's last season? Shit, I don't know, man.
Well, I'm not going to address too hard because I just want to shout out my boy James Conner. He took care of business, took the team. D-line was eating. Flacco said some smart shit the other day talking about, we played in Pittsburgh the last time. I didn't get hit enough. But he out there getting his hip looked at after the first drive when his ass got creamed. See, the lesson is keep your mouth shut and play the game. If you play the game, and Flacco, he's borderline, but he does relatively good against Pittsburgh when they do play. It's AFC North football. But see, he opened his mouth a little bit too much. So I'm going to enjoy my victory right here, baby. Keep this fur coat on, dog.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Because I'm pretty sure I'd be petty as hell, too. I probably wouldn't be this extreme. I mean,
this isn't extreme.
Just remember,
this isn't extreme.
My man got the mink coat out.
Oh, man, I had to break out the Fat Farm from 2002, baby. This coat old as hell. Probably got some mothballs and shit in it. But you know what? I'm going to rock this out right here. Rule is, I can't wait till next year to see what the Ravens do. Do I expect them to be the same team we saw on Sunday? Absolutely not. I do think they'll probably be healthier, they'll be more prepared, and they'll get back to being competitive AFC North football. But I told you what I was going to do if y'all lost, so I just had to bring that energy, and I'm going to celebrate when I get home. You know what I mean?
The wings are going to be cold by the time you get home.
I got a damn microwave. I'm going to heat these Ravens wings right back up. And I'm going to enjoy every bit of them. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you for my little time to shine. You go ahead. Get relaxed over here, boy.
Let's get back to the show. But yes, the Ravens lost to the Steelers.
Let's talk about where they go from here.
Where do the Ravens go from here? So there's a lot of things that people have talked about. Firing John Harbaugh, benching Joe Flacco. Yada, yada, yada. Essentially, I mean, and we can even cross over into baseball for a second. Baltimore sports in general are in a rebuilding stage. The Ravens haven't made it to the playoffs in 3 years. They haven't done anything nearly as amazing as that Super Bowl run in quite some time. People aren't as excited as they used to be in Baltimore. Let's be honest here. What do they need to do? I have no freaking idea.
Well, I think it starts with ownership, as well as coaching, but also I won't throw them all under the bus because right now at this point your team just isn't healthy. I really think that does have a lot to do with it.
But my thing is, people like Suggs are healthy. People like Jimmy Smith are healthy. True. Flacco's healthier than he has been.
True.
Let's be honest with you. None of those receivers have crippling injuries right now.
True.
John Brown, where are you at, bro? I mean,
but the tight ends was getting busy on us, though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
Dog, Hayden Hurst and Mark Andrews
they was
and
getting
Nick Boyle.
busy. I was a little bit nervous. I was a little bit concerned.
And that's my thing. It really pisses me off. We find something that works and we don't do it enough.
I think that's what killed you. Y'all tried to stray away from the game plan.
It's it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's like, okay, we're getting great routes in the middle. We're getting these short dink routes with the tight ends. They're getting enough yardage. But, what are we doing? Not throwing enough to them.
Well, I just think...
I mean, don't get me wrong. You guys came out pretty fast, pretty good. Y'all came out on fire, and you whooped their asses. And it was
as I predicted. But, I think that once they get everything situated in Baltimore, this might be like a transition into a rebuild. It's going to depend on what happens, I'll say, over the whole month of November.
Yeah.
If they do rebound, hell, you could be in the wild card. Might be able to take back over the AFC North.
I mean, that's all we can ask for. I mean, let's see. We split the difference with you guys. We still have to take Cincinnati and the Browns on a second time. I mean, it's still there. The season's not over yet.
Nope.
But they gotta look at the last 3 weeks and say, what the hell are we doing?
They gotta fix something or do some changes, and hopefully they do figure it out. But I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. enjoy the ride.
But just to put in my 2 cents, I think really next year they need to go with Lamar Jackson out of the gate. Give him a full season as a starter with the first-string guys and see what he can do.
I think so. What do we have to lose? At this
what
point,
the hell do you have to lose?
Exactly. We've been doing the Flacco experiment for a while. Since the Super Bowl, he hasn't done shit. What do we have to lose? I mean, let's put the boy in. Enough of this, put him at wide out or using him as a scat back, running back. Enough of this. Like, he's a damn quarterback. Let him get the clipboard, the backwards hat, and let him learn. Let him learn the damn game. Stop trying to rush him out there and risking him getting injured. Because what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We're going to play somebody that just has a chip on their shoulder. Lamar Jackson's going to round to the right to try to get a first down. Bam!
ACL.
Done. That's what's going to happen.
And I don't want that to happen.
Exactly. And that's what they're doing. And this is why I'm going to say it on record. Fuck it. John Harbaugh needs to go.
Well,
Marty Morningwig needs to go.
He should have been gone.
Should have been gone. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
He should have been out.
Lamar Jackson is not a wildcat running back. Okay? There's no reason. Let Joe just play the damn game. You paid the boy, let him play. If he don't do good this year, cut him. If we come back from the bye and you don't want him, cut him. But stop this bullshit trickery. He is not Taysom Hill. This is not the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints do that because they can. We're not that fucking team. Simple as that.
All right. Well, I'm to put it to you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Gerald's a little bit perturbed. You can see the emotion on this man's face. He's a little salty, so I think we should transition into other things before he blood.
What else we got?
Might as well. There's not a whole lot more to talk about here. So let's transition to our second topic, where I'm going to ask you both the question: can John Gruden revive the Raiders?
Hell no.
Gerald, you start. Please.
Derek Carr is playing worse than Eli Manning after a 3-week bender. You got rid of your best pass rusher. You got rid of one of your youngest receivers, probably an up-and-coming star, probably not with Dak as quarterback, as we saw on Monday. But, no. The name means a lot. Yes, it is an important name in NFL history. Yeah. John Gruden, we know that. We respect the man for what it's worth, but he ain't a coach of the Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders are a shit show that is happening in front of our eyes. I don't know who's worse, the Giants or the Raiders right now, honestly. They're both trash. The only thing the Giants got right now is the fact that they can hopefully draft a new quarterback that can rejuvenate the team because they got Saquon Barkley, who's a goddamn workhorse. Who the fuck the Raiders got?
Draft picks. Why don't you chip in, Jimmy?
Fair enough.
You see this black coat? The Raiders are going down just like this black coat because they are burnt to shit right now. They are terrible, terrible, terrible. First of all, I wouldn't trust John Gruden anyway because he has the same haircut as Mark. What's his last name? You know the hell I'm talking about. The damn owner. You don't trust nobody with a bowl cut to run my damn franchise. I refuse to do that, first of all. Second of all, you trade away Khalil Mack. You cut Bruce Irvin last week. You have no pass rushers. You trade away Amari Cooper. Marshawn Lynch is out for the year. Your O-line is shit. You can't stop anything. You
got Derek Carr out there crying.
No, the crying wasn't the worst. That's
not the worst.
You let an undrafted quarterback out of Ole Miss.
Oh, God.
Drop 3 TDs on you and leave. Y'all are so bad. You'll have the first overall pick, but John Gruden is not going to fix that, and he's not going to last that 10-year, $100 million contract either. Chucky's ass is going to be the first thing out of there about 3 years.
Well, let's rephrase the question here, because we all know they suck ass this year. There's no getting around that. They have 1 win. We know that kind of shit show it's been this year. But John Gruden was signed to what? A 10-year deal?
10-year, $100 million.
10-year guaranteed deal to be a coach, which is unheard of, really.
Yeah.
But he's kind of been hired into this, I would say, a team builder role, right? Because he's trading away guys, he's getting the draft picks. He's viewing this with a long-term focus of where are we going to be towards the middle part of my contract?
I'm going to say Oh, sorry.
Now, just to recap this, guys, he's got what? 3-4 first-round picks within the next 2 years. So what's he going to do with them? What do we think this could realistically do? Will there be a comeback?
If he continues the route he's going now, I'm not confident in how he's going to draft. Yes, I think they're going to definitely address the pass rusher. They have to. They have no choice. They're probably going to pick up a decent receiver. What happens with Derek Carr? He's probably going to get traded.
Yeah.
I think I'm calling it. I could see, like you said in a previous episode on actually our pick show, Derek Carr could probably be the Giants' next quarterback. I mean, let's be honest, as quiet as kept, it wouldn't surprise me. So that means they put them in a situation for a quarterback. But then again, now you have this young team. So what are you going to do? I don't know. I don't know if he can rebuild this team. I mean, give him enough time? Maybe. Maybe that's what he's doing, trading big names for draft picks. If that's your logic, all right, I'll give you credit where credit is due. But at least in the here and now, putting food on your table today, you're really in jeopardy, bro.
This ain't Madden 19.
This ain't.
You know, you can have all the first-round picks in the world, and you don't know what you have. You knew what you had in the Khalil Mack.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what you had in Amari Cooper. When you draft a player, they may be all the talent in the world coming out of college, and you get to the NFL and bust. And I could go down a list of NFL bust right here. So, will he rebuild it? Yeah. I mean, honestly, the Raiders one's going to take 5 years to even figure out.
Yeah.
Because he's completely broke it down. But as Gerald said, right now, I'm not buying this Oakland Raiders shit at all. I don't want nothing to do with it. You know, I'm gonna watch it, but I don't want nothing. I ain't putting my money on that shit.
Well, I think Gruden got a lot of heat for trading away Mack and for trading away Cooper.
For good reason, though.
But I think the problem really is with this, I just don't trust John Gruden and the Raiders management to make good draft picks. If I was confident they could do that, I actually wouldn't think it's even a bad strategy what they're doing. But I, at the end of the day, think at least a couple of these first-round picks are going to be busts. I just don't trust them to draft. I really don't.
No, I don't. I mean, like you said, you never know who's coming out the draft. I mean, we thought Perryman was going to be a decent receiver, and look where the hell he's at. Where the hell's he at? I don't even know.
I think he's in Cleveland. Or he was in Cleveland the last time. I don't. Nobody cares.
But there's good enough. There's a good enough example right there. It doesn't. The draft doesn't mean anything. If you get drafted in the first round, you could be a Tom Brady in the 6th round.
Antonio Brown was a 6th rounder.
Antonio Brown. Think about it. So, I mean, can they rebuild? It's possible, but there's no guarantee.
I think at this point, you already traded away Cooper and Mack. Get rid of Carr, too. You might as well. I mean,
might as well try to get something.
You might as well. I mean, what are you going to do with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not. I think he can be a good quarterback on the right team, but he's not that elite guy. So you might as well get rid of him.
You know what I think is going to happen to Derek Carr? I think he's going to end up in the Cowboys uniform next year.
Oh,
whoa! What?
Hot take. Think about it.
Off-season trade, maybe?
Think about it.
It's possible. Dak's got to go.
Dak Prescott is butt cheeks on fries. He does not need to quarterback another game ever. You're going to take, if I'm the Cowboys, and I say I'll throw you a 2nd-round pick for Derek Carr, and he gets back with Amari Cooper, knowing they had a good rapport there in Oakland, and then you give him Ezekiel Elliott, who's a top 5 running back in the league as is. I'm going to do the hot take and say, you know, you Giants look cool, but shake up the league a little bit. So think about it.
Derek Carr to the Cowboys. There's a bold prediction right there.
Just like my bold prediction on the Steelers game, baby.
Derek Carr to some other team. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
It's going to happen.
He's not winning anything in Oakland.
No, not at all.
Like I said, I don't think Derek Carr is going to be an Oakland Raider next year whenever they move to Vegas.
Nope.
And that's another thing also, too. And, you know, like I said, for the sake of time, we're not going to go too deep into it. But Oakland, are they going to be Oakland next year? Who knows? Are they going to be Oakland 2 years from now? Who knows?
I think they build a stadium.
Yeah, they're building the stadium. It's a wrap. How long they're going to be Oakland? It's just a mystery at this point.
2, 3 years. Yeah. 3 years at the most, 2 at the best. So it'll be Las Vegas, whoever's by the time.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're playing at what is it? The University of Las Vegas.
By the time it's done, they're gonna get their asses run out.
I mean, hell, look at the Chargers and the Rams.
Oh Jesus! And speaking of the Rams.
Well, speaking of the Saints, I think you mean.
We're speaking of both.
So, our last topic of the night is where we pose the question of, are the Saints the best team in the NFL right now? That's the question.
I think offensively, yes. I mean, what they did to the Ravens, what they did to your Rams. And didn't the Rams get like a feature pass rusher just recently? And
Dante Fowler.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, he's over here huffing and puffing if y'all can't breathe.
If y'all can't hear loss, he'll get over it. Yeah. He'll get over it.
The season's not over. You guys are still... I mean, again, is there a new big dog in the NFC? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, let's be honest here. The Saints have been moving very quietly, and I respect that. They've been moving very, very quietly. A few blips here and there. You know, Drew Brees getting the passing records. That was cute. That was amazing. Not really fun to watch against your team.
Well, you know, it happens. I'm so glad we don't play them for a while because, Lord, the Saints are on fire right now.
Yeah, they're the hot team right now. I mean, let's be honest here. I think I did call it, actually. I think I called the Saints really going deep into the playoffs.
Yeah.
It was no surprise, but it's one of them things where it's like, yeah, why not?
So, best team in NFL or best team in NFC, or how are you going to level that up?
I'm going to have to say the best team in the NFL right now. I still believe the Chiefs are probably the best team. They're the youngest team. They're on fire. They're moving very fast. Yes, they've had hiccups here and there.
Their hiccup was against Tom Brady.
Their hiccup was against one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
And it wasn't really a hiccup.
One of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. Yeah, that game was close.
If Mahomes had the ball last, they would be undefeated.
That game was a dogfight, and they should be undefeated. I mean, let's be honest here. In a different universe, Patrick Mahomes is the last one to hold the ball. Touchdown.
Easily.
Now,
to me, the best team in NFL would be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, God.
I know it's biased, but you know I'm lying. The best team right now, to me, is still the Los Angeles Rams. I don't think one loss really defines them off anything.
Especially against the team that they play.
Especially against the Saints. The thing that makes them, what I always say, it's good to get that one loss out the way now so you don't do it in the playoffs. And it'll humble them and bring them back to earth and say, okay, we're beatable. We got to make sure our I's are dotted, T's are crossed. We could go ahead and get this ring. And I still think they're the best team. And as a mid-season, my Super Bowl pick is the Rams and the Chiefs. I'm just going to put that out.
That's a hell of a Super Bowl.
You talk about a shootout.
That would be
on
great.
Both sides, Goff versus Mahomes.
Youth team. Oh, my God. That would be great.
You know, it would be, that's me mid-season. And I'm going to stick to it. I'm not going to pick a winner.
That's winner cookout Super Bowl weather right there, man.
Literally.
Woo!
So, but to me, the Rams are still the best.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley's just
the best running back.
The best running back in the league, bar none. Jared Goff to me is a top 5 quarterback now. Yeah. You know, he's ascended up to the best of all of them. He has the tools around him. He has the receivers. The O-line's holding up good. Their front 7 is ridiculous. You know, the only weak link right now is only off injury is secondary. And once you get a few people back healthy, still the best team to me. I'm riding with the Rams. I'm not going to let one loss define them off of that.
I honestly think you're splitting hairs between the Chiefs, the Saints, and the Rams. I mean, you could really pick any one of these teams and say they're the best right now. They all have one loss. I look at it like, looking at the Rams, I think they have the edge compared to the other two on defense. I think maybe their quarterback is slightly not as good. I would rather have a Drew Brees or a Pat Mahomes under center for my team this season. But it's splitting hairs. I mean, all 3 teams have a lot of quality. I would say if you force me to pick one, I'd probably go Chiefs just because looking at the fact that the Chiefs, no one's been able to slow down that offense. Not a single defense in this league has shown they can slow down that offense.
Even when they played the Patriots, it was still down to the wire because their offenses are so good.
Yeah, their one game they lost by like 3 points. I mean, that's, you know, so they're the team to beat, in my opinion. But having said that, since I'm a Rams fan, they're not in our conference, so we don't have to worry about them in the playoffs. We have to worry about teams like the Saints. Like potentially, you know, whoever comes out of that, you know, the division with the Vikings and the Bears. That I think whoever emerges from that's going to be a challenge.
I think the Bears for sure.
Bears are the sleeper. Green Bay is in disarray right now.
Aaron Rodgers probably wants out at this point.
He'll be a Cowboy quarterback too.
With Derek Carr as the backup. Again.
Derek Carr's the backup to Aaron Rodgers. Damn it!
I don't see Aaron Rodgers in a Cowboy uniform.
I'm calling the move this offseason. Just wait and see. Both those quarterbacks will be on the move.
Well, that does it for our show. This is another episode of Third and Goal. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel. And don't forget to like us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We're all over the place. A lot of new stuff is coming, and we're just excited here. So stay tuned, and Jimmy, pass some wings over here, man.
You got it,
Thanks, man.
Sympathy.
What is it?